Hello, Kiev International School. We have missed having students and staff on campus, and we are excited to welcome you to the new school year. Elementary students will attend school on campus every day. Middle school and high school students will attend classes on campus every other day, and days they are not on campus, they will be attending classes virtually. Our middle school and high school directors of instruction will send out information about what days you will be on campus. In order to keep the KIS community safe, we'll have some new protocols on campus this year. Masks will be required indoors while students and staff are on campus. We have collaborated with the CDC in order to ensure best practices. It's a good idea to start your morning by taking your temperature. If your temperature is not above 37.3 degrees Celsius, you are ready for your day at KIS. If it is above that, please stay home for at least 48 hours after your temperature has decreased without fever-reducing medication and you do not experience any other symptoms. The CDC has recommended that people wear separate masks for what we're going to refer to as on- and off-campus masks. Your off-campus mask is what you wear on your way to KIS. Whether you ride the bus, walk, or get a ride to school, this is the mask you should be wearing. When you get to campus, we ask that you change into your on-campus mask. This prevents any cross-contamination that you may have experienced on your way to school. If you are riding the school bus, your mask must properly be in place as you wait to get on the bus. Masks should fully cover the mouth and nose. Only masks will be allowed. No bandanas or face coverings will be permitted. The bus monitor will take your temperature, and if it's not above 37.3 degrees Celsius, you will be able to attend school that day. Students will be given hand sanitizer as they enter the bus and asked to socially distance as much as possible. In order to make enough room on the bus, we ask that siblings who come from the same household sit together. It's a good idea to have your student pack an extra mask in a clean bag in case there's breaks during the school day and they need a replacement. In order to decrease cross-contamination, it is best to have a rotation of cloth masks or ensure cloth masks are properly cleaned each evening after school. If you walk to school or if you get dropped off, your temperature will be taken when you arrive at campus. Only KIS students will be allowed on campus. Parents, drivers, nannies, bodyguards, or siblings who do not attend our school will not be allowed to enter. The exception is our preschool students, and the preschool director of instruction will send out information so you can understand how you will be dropping off your preschool students. If you are dropping off your students at the front gate, they will need to exit your vehicle before entering campus so they can have their temperature taken with a thermal reading. Students will be asked to stand in one place, and once their thermal reading is accepted, guards will allow them on campus. Then, you will be able to drive through campus without the student in the car to allow for better morning traffic. If you are dropping off a high school student, you may enter through the front gate with the student in the vehicle, drive all the way to the back exit of campus, and drop them off outside campus so they can get their temperature taken as they walk through the back gate of school. Please do not drop off your high school student on campus with this option because we want to be able to take their temperature. Any student still has the option to enter campus by walking through the back gate. Remember that once you are on campus, we ask that you change from your off-campus mask to your on-campus mask. Whether you walk to school or get dropped off, if your temperature is above 37.3 degrees Celsius, a staff member will call an adult to come pick you up. We ask that you stay home for at least 48 hours after your temperature has decreased without fever-reducing medication and you experience no other symptoms. Students who choose to enter through the front gate will be asked to follow different paths to get to their first class. Elementary students will be allowed to enter through the front door of the school. Middle school students will take the path to the right and walk outside to get to the middle school building. High school students should take the path to the left and walk outside to get to the high school building. This will allow for less people walking through the elementary building. Once students get to their classroom, they will be asked to get their materials out for the day and then be directed by their teacher to the nearest hand-washing station. Desks in classrooms will be socially distanced, and some classrooms will have plexiglass between students when social distancing is not possible. For right now, lockers will not be used in the middle school or high school. Instead, we will use online textbooks when possible to limit the number of textbooks students will need to carry. In order to prevent the sharing of school supplies, we are asking that students bring some of their own items from home that are normally found in a classroom. Each division will send a list so that your student can be prepared for their day at school. In middle school and high school, anytime students leave their desk or a workspace, we ask that they sanitize that area. Materials for sanitation will be provided by the school. When walking in the hallways, we ask that students stay to the right as they walk and leave 1.5 meters between themselves and the person in front of them. There will be certain pathways we ask students to follow, so please be mindful as you walk to and from your classes. Students will also notice that we will have some stairs that are marked up and some that are marked down. Students should only travel upstairs that are marked as up and travel downstairs that are marked as down. Masks, of course, will not be required in the cafeteria. Additional lunch tables will be added in the lobby to allow for social distancing, and plexiglass will be used to help keep students and staff safe while eating. When you use the restrooms at school, please remember to follow the correct hand washing protocol. You will see signs hanging at all hand washing stations. If a student doesn't feel well while they are on campus, we will ensure that your student is taken care of in our doctor's office. Our new doctor's office has been divided to help socially distance students. If your student does not feel well at school, we will monitor your student's health and communicate with your family. Since we're working our best to keep our students and staff healthy, there will be no playtime before school, and students will not be allowed to play on campus once the school day has ended. This includes our indoor and outdoor spaces because we will be using those places to socially distance students for our after-school activities. We understand that you will need some help with the protocols when we start on campus. Don't worry though, our staff will be available to help you if you're unsure. While we know that this year will look different, we're doing our best to keep everyone who is part of our KIS community safe. We look forward to having you on campus this year. See you all soon.